So the doctor's doing all these tests. And with these tests, then it's like you need to take this vitamin, that vitamin, whatever, right? And you got to go to special websites. It's a really big pain in the ass, actually. Thank God my wife's been doing it all for me. But I got a bunch of the vitamins yesterday in the mail.
So you're saying you want to take control of your health. You want to be the healthiest person that you could possibly be.
Right.
But you're going to have your wife do it for you.
It was too complicated. It's really complicated to get all these special. You have to go to special websites to get these special vitamins, like pomegranate seeds or whatever, stuff like that. And this doctor is like the best of Western medicine and the best of the Eastern medicine. He combines the two, right? So with that, there's all these tests you got to do. Like, for example, I'm supposed to do a saliva test so I can test my cortisol levels. Mm-hmm. And you're supposed to spit in these tubes all day. But I haven't done it. It's in my backpack. I had it for 2 weeks so far. I haven't done it. Still, yesterday.
That's going to be a big one for you.
Yesterday, my appointment was at 12:15, and it was they were going to do ultrasounds on my carotid artery, some famous artery right here. The two that are on your neck.
Okay.
They go down to your heart. They're really thick ones, and they can see if there's calcium or anything, right? Which, by the way, they did it. It was really cool. I put it on my Instagram stories, but it's clean. There's nothing. I got no problems, right? And they think maybe because I was vegan for a year, because I got nothing. They're like, this is amazing, which is great news, right? But my wife ended up coming with me. She wasn't supposed to, because my son Kemp came with me too, because he had this special laser that they do because he hurt his ankle. That is laser they put on your ankle to help heal stuff. So my wife was just there. And while we're there, we start talking to the doctor about something that's going on with my wife right now, which is this. She went to the University of Arizona, and she was in a sorority called the Kappa sorority, and she lived in the Kappa house. And she lived in these apartments in the Kappa house. 15 of her friends have all got cancer that lived in that house.
Jeez.
15.
Oh my gosh.
Different kinds of cancer. Breast cancer, ovarian cancer, brain cancer. A couple of them have died already. 15.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that a high number?
Yeah.
Yes.
You would think
Right?
That's
So
sad.
astoundingly
and
high.
my wife just had a mammogram the other day, and she's clean, right? But it's like, what are the odds now? Like, what's going on? Like, so at her, you're
Right,
kind of
like-
like, wow, is it going to come to me?
Was there something in that house?
Right. I don't know. Nobody knows. Like, what? Something toxic is around there. So I'm like, why don't they file a lawsuit like Aaron Brockovich and try to find out what's going on, right?
Yeah.
So the doctor then presents this option. There's this test, the doctor says. It takes about 2 hours. It's thorough. It will tell you everything from head to toe, pretty much predict your future. It'll tell you what you have. It'll say to you, like, it will give you information that maybe you don't want. Like, it'll say to you, hey, there's a cancer on your liver, but you're not going to really find it for another 7 years,
Oh my gosh.
right?
But
So-
but knowing that, can they do something about it before you
can-
find it?
Yeah, you can, but you can say you got 7 years, and but before you even start to feel anything, just letting you know you have it. And that's an example of the test, what it can do. It can do millions of things like that. It can tell you if you have moles. You know how we have moles? Moles on the inside of your body. Like, you know what I mean?
Weird.
Which you never really thought about that, right?
No, I never even heard of such a
So
thing.
the thing is, when they said that to me, I'm like, yes, sign me up. And they're like, well, we think your wife, because of the way she lived in that sorority house, did she want to do it? I'm like, of course she would. And my wife's like, well, hold on a minute. And this is where you get hesitant, because then let's say they tell you that, right? So what then? You have to live every day
Knowing
that you have that. And then I think then you start to put energy to that. What happens then, right? Oh my God, I've got a cancer in 7 years on my liver. Like, so she's like, wait a minute, how do I, and then the doctor goes, that's exactly the issue. I was like, let's go. And they're
How do
like,
you live
well,
in
can't
peace?
you?
exactly.
You know,
that's
like
the
it's
problem.
knowing. It's like going to a psychic and telling you what's going to happen, and what if it's not good, and you're like, what do I do now?
Then
That's
you put it out in the
exactly
universe.
that's exactly the dilemma why most people say no to the test.
Can't
so
you prevent it?
my wife hasn't answered the question yet. Whereas I was like, sign me up.
Right, because if you know it's going to be there, then maybe the energy that you're putting towards it is like
Giving it life.
stuff to help your liver. You know,
That's a good way of looking at it, but I think
stuff
most
to
of the
fight
time,
it before it becomes a problem.
right? But at the same time, are you doing stuff to feed it, or now you're paranoid? Now you're living in a paranoid state, which is why 90% of people opt out of the test.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting, because I think he's got Eastern and Western, he would say, okay, well, now you have to chew pomegranate seeds because that's how you get a healthy liver. So you can beat it if you get
Oh,
in
then it's like
front
you
of it.
can't beat it. I don't know if you can beat it. If you got something coming, you don't maybe you can't beat it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a weird. And my wife Blake started crying.
Oh no.
Right in the middle of and there's nothing wrong with her, but it's like, oh my God, 15 of my friends, a couple of them have died, all from living in this place. But what toxins are in my body? It's a crazy thing, right? So
Yeah.
she didn't answer it. She was, I don't know what she's gonna do, but they won't let me do it.
They won't let you do it.
Well, I mean, I'm like,
You're already a little bit on the might be slightly hypochondriac with all the things that you have to keep you alive.
there's only 3 of these machines in the country. One on the East Coast, one on the West Coast, and one on the East Coast, one in Los Angeles, and they just got one here.
I'm sure you become like obsessed with it.
I would.
You know what I mean? Like after checking your body once, like in a couple years, you're gonna want to do it again, and then again, just to make sure that something didn't pop up in your body.
Plus, I'd be like, you know what? I can't go to that party. Why? 7 years and I have a little thing in my liver. Probably not good environment for me.
You
I'd
would
use it
use
to
it.
get out of everything.